That would be, yeah, that would be Asia.
Ooh, perfect. My computer's in Bora Bora. We're not in Bora Bora. We're in the Rusty Putter.
Yeah, it's a great place. Well, we're in the Rusty Putter Annex.
Yeah, I think it's a great training facility. Ever since we scaled back from party boy mentality, maybe a little bit.
Should we go back to Rusty Putter? We should probably do that soon. 2025.
Yeah. We'll
have a different setup.
Yeah, maybe we'll
red couch it.
Ooh. We could get a little some velvet rope, let the people in. The VIP. We got bottle service over in this section for our 9 followers.
What do we got today?
Well, it's Black Wednesday.
Yeah.
Which means tomorrow is Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
I would say that in the Perri household, my wife's pretty happy because I'm not having the annual Black Wednesday party, which usually means that I go hard till about 2:30 in the morning, sleep until the Lions game, and then my wife picks up the house.
Black Wednesday has definitely evolved as you move through life, I feel like.
It was like I probably ran like a Black Wednesday party from maybe my senior year of high school through.
You hosted?
Oh yeah, I mean, in high school it was in my parents' basement. I'm not going to confirm or deny where the contraband came from.
Oh, we could probably figure that out.
Yeah, it might be the same name as me, but nevertheless, I had a party there. Then it turned into like a little bar party action, and then everyone goes back home and loves to go to local bar. Why not just have it at my house?
Yeah, ours was local bar. It was like find the local dive bar, and everyone from high school hangs out there at college, and then you go hard. Now it's just like, how can I figure out how to not work for a couple days?
Yeah, that's like
get ready for family.
I look at it, I'm like, you know what? What else can I do? How about this? How about we partner up with your office, Nick and his team, and we just have it at the Beecher AmVets and
give away some pies.
Give away pies, have a band, and then not have to deal with cleaning up beer, booze, other weird
fluids.
Yeah, all of that stuff in my house. Now, same thing with you, right? We have kids about the same age.
Yeah.
If people want to go to bed a little earlier.
Yeah.
My son, he'll tell you sleep all day, party all night. So yeah, we got what's that? That's pie pickup from 1 to 6 today, and then we got reset going on 7 to 10.
Yep.
So you catch us at 532 Gold Street over there in Beecher, Illinois, at the
AmVets.
What
kind of pies are we giving away?
Pumpkin pies.
Pumpkin.
I should pull the picture. A mutual client of everybody's picked them up in a dump truck yesterday.
Get out of here.
Yeah, there was like 250 pies or something. So
that's a lot of pies.
Came on pallets. Costco came through on that one.
They have great pies.
These were they look great. I did not taste any yesterday. It was you do the 18/6 fasting, so oh man, this pie looks really good. We got pies, we got drinks, we got a band.
Yeah, we got real estate advice.
Lots of questions.
Combo.
If you have questions about any of that stuff, the pros are there to answer it. Other than that, I think we talked about our Thanksgiving plan. Sounds like you're staying relatively local. I'm staying relatively local.
Yeah.
We got some interesting questions though.
Yeah.
First one. What do you think you're most thankful for in 2024 here, Adam?
Oh man, I didn't know I wasn't prepared for that. What am I most thankful for?
Yeah.
I'm thankful for the people that are around us. Our business is doing great. Family's healthy and relatively happy. So I'm thankful for mostly that. How about you?
Well, can I just copy and paste Chat GPT that? Yeah, I think definitely, family healthy. Obviously, I had another kid this year. So addition to the family, he's, Atticus is healthy, got healthy kids, relatively happy in that regard. Coming out of it's a weird stretch of business for me personally.
Yeah, I think there's been a lot of challenges in everybody's market. No, I don't care what you do.
It's been like whack-a-mole, I think. And like usually it's like if it was whack-a-mole in my business, and then like it became whack-a-mole in the industry, right? I mean, real estate agents, we've had Tony and Nick on here frequently. They've gone through substantial change in their business with the whole buyer agency agreement and all of that. And like that finally started to like get settled down. And then we've ran into a lot of chaos in the insurance world too.
Insurance world's turned upside down. I mean, everything's everyone's getting through their challenges. We'll be better for it.
I think that's the biggest thing. And we talk about like how your business is set up, how those guys' businesses are set up, how my business is set up. Like when you have experience and you have a process that goes behind the business, you're going to succeed.
Yeah.
It's just you're going to have to weather a little bit of a storm. And I think it's been a lot of storm weathering, not just for us, but for everybody out there. Yeah. And I think that that's the one thing I've learned this year about, you know, being thankful for things is, you know, health, family, you know, professional, moderate success. But if people are really struggling with things, like don't hesitate to call the professional.
Yeah.
Don't wait. I've had a lot of calls in the last month and a half with people that waited too long because they thought that they could get out of something or that they could fix it themselves. No judgment zone here, maybe. Are we? We're going real soft.
We can go soft.
You have a little cry. Maybe we need a cry corner here.
I can get some Kleenex.
But seriously, I can't stress it enough. I've seen everything. Adam, I know you've seen pretty much everything that could possibly go on in people's finances and in that type of regard. Nothing's going to scare us. Nothing's going to intimidate us. Just give us a call.
Yeah, and the people that I think succeed, not just in life, but in this kind of a market, are the ones who take on those challenges head on. Like, hey, look, this is what's happening. Here's my budget. I want this house, that are vulnerable enough to ask for help, get the professionals in line. But you know, these last 2 years have been a pretty hard road for a lot of people. But the ones that face things head on and take it on and like learn from it, they come out of this thing whenever it turns around way higher functioning and better off than when they entered it.
You learn a lot of lessons when it's tough.
Yeah, and look at the people even in our industries, right? So like the ones who came in, they don't have processes, they don't really know what they're doing. That's fine, but this weeds it out. So you've got a lot of people that will fall out of being a realtor, fall out of the mortgage industry, hang up their hat in insurance. Like that'll happen, and it has probably. And I don't know how long this market's gonna be going, but no one does.
I mean, yeah, no one. If we knew, we wouldn't be doing the show here. We'd be doing it in the islands because we'd have a nice bet to cash in on that one. Other things that are way worse than our industries and everything else. The Bears.
Oh my God! I actually watched the game.
I got a question for you. How about maybe next week? We just see if we can maybe get onto a football field here. We'll see if you can boot some 45-yard field goals with appropriate trajectory.
I have a feeling I could make that. It's been a while since I laced up the boots, but 45 yards higher than a line bullet drive. Yeah, I think so.
It's I was actually listening. I like football. I think once you have kids, you start to maybe not like it as much or not be so deep. Time. Yeah. However, I did hear. Actually, might have been your boy Yurko on the radio talking about the Bears kicker. His cap hit is bigger than Saquon Barkley's cap hit on the Eagles.
What's that mean?
So NFL, you have salary cap, right?
Right.
So a player, their contract can be for X amount of dollars per year, but depending on how it was structured with roster bonus,
You're saying the Bears kicker can make more than Saquon Barkley?
His hit to the this year's salary cap is twice what Saquon Barkley's hit is.
Wow.
And is it really his fault? I don't know. The part of the line, they're blocking kicks from that spot all the time.
Yeah. I mean, it was exciting, right? You had the onside kick. You think you're going to come back, and then you get sacked for 23 yards.
How about this? Well, let's talk about the onside kick, right? So NFL changes kickoff rules. And now you have to declare that it's an onside kick, and you can't
just do it.
You can't just do it. Part one, part two. You can't overload one side of the where it might go and try to do the flip kick. It's got to be 5-5.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know all those rules.
Which is why this year that was the first successful onside kick in the NFL. Onside kick recovery this year. Yeah. And it wasn't even that good of one. It was a freak thing.
The Vikings guy, why would you run into that 10-yard? I don't know football, fully admitted, but why are you running into the 10 yards where you could get hit with the ball? It's not even live until it gets. I don't get it.
So I think part of that would be, you're used to kicking a round soccer ball.
Sure.
So it's going to have a outside of like some spin, it's going to have a pretty standard trajectory and roll.
Yeah.
With the football, I mean,
Go anywhere.
they're laying it on the ground, kicking it sideways. So like you don't know if it catches an end and it's going to pop towards the 10 yards, or if it's just going to peter out there.
Right.
It's an impossible.
It literally touched 2 players in the Vikings before the Bears got it. But they still won, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
it's like W.
I mean, Caleb Williams, he looked all right too for a little bit there. I don't know. It's I will tell you this: if you look at like following the what do they say about insanity? Like just keep doing the same thing.
Yeah.
Saw Chase Daniel, former Bears quarterback, on a podcast going on about how it's just a repeat of everything with the Bears. It's bringing a new GM who gets saddled with the quarterback that he didn't have, with a coach that that quarterback didn't have, and then they trade him. It keeps ending further and further down the road, and we're about to be in a situation where we drafted another quarterback. Flus is probably on the way out.
I don't know how he stays. I think people would go insane in the city if he doesn't get the boot.
And what are we going to do? So now we're going to bring in another, and we already got rid of the OC. So get rid of the OC, get rid of the head coach, and bring in another regime to try to force a quarterback into their system.
Yeah. And then when do we finally hear if they're going to move or not? When's that drop dead date?
I mean, I wish I was in a spot where I'm dropping $300 million and then tearing everything down and then getting in a fight with the taxpayers.
Yeah. It's fun. Everything's great.
Hey, we're worth a couple $1 billion, but we don't want to give that Arlington Heights School District $9 extra in taxes.
Yeah, that's pretty weird.
I mean, I don't really blame them on that, but are the Bears? Are they down by 14 before the turkey's done? They're playing the Lions.
They're 10-1, right? Lions 10-1.
Think so.
Yeah, they're going to lose.
Vegas.
What's the line?
14.
So there was
when would you ever think that the Bears were going to be 14-point road dogs on Thanksgiving to the Lions?
Never when I was growing up. Not even when Barry Sanders was around.
And the Lions, like their best pass rusher was out for the year.
Oh boy. So there was a group of my buddies that would just fade the White Sox all year. Now it's just fade the Bears. So whatever the line is, fade them and take it. Not that I'm giving gambling advice.
Well, it's listen. If you have a problem, call 800, whatever that hotline is. I mean, it's almost a sure bet.
I don't know. You just take the money line; they're going to lose, and it's free money.
I guess we didn't check. We should have looked because it's. So we got the Lions, and then obviously the Cowboys always play a Thanksgiving Day game.
Aren't there like 4 games?
Yeah, they've added.
They've got a bunch of games.
I mean, NFL just taking over all your holidays. They got Christmas games this year too on Netflix
Friday
or something.
Now, play on Thursday.
Yeah, it's like I think it's Netflix Christmas games. Which if it's anything like that Tyson fight,
Is it really Netflix?
I want to say Netflix has it or something. I don't know. Wow. Amazon Prime. It'd be like those Zoom calls where people are on the business call and they're like,
they stop talking on purpose.
Hey, Adam.
I can see your cat moving.
Your fan spinning. All right, so we got Bears. They're done. Stick a fork in them. Who knows what it looks like? Maybe they have a new stadium in 4 years and the taxpayers pay for it. I don't know. Best one yet, though. So we got 2 ways we could take this mystery question.
Okay.
We have the worst thing that you've been told this year, or I'm at a closing with frequent guest Tony Perri yesterday, and he said, what if people posted instead of like, what's the one Thanksgiving food you can't live without? What's the one person that you wish wasn't at the Thanksgiving table?
Oh, I cannot go on record for that.
Yeah, me either. That might be a hard pass on that one. So we did talk about things we're thankful for. And we don't even have to talk about the worst thing that we've been called this year, but probably a few mean names. How about, instead of all of that, we just put a little wager on if Adam can make a 45-yard field goal.
Yeah, let's do it.
What
45 yards, that's really like a 60-yard kick. Am I thinking about that?
No, 45, so we'd be kicking from the 35.
Oh, I'm making that.
So if you got 10 yards for the end zone.
1,000%.
All right, so how about what do we want to do? We'll call it like 5 kicks from there.
Do I get to warm up?
Yeah.
And I have some practice?
Yeah, like it's like we're gonna call you in from the, hey, we're field goal, get ready, field goal ready.
Yeah.
You can use the hypervolt, get the leg.
Yeah, totally. I'll stretch out. I'll probably pull something. I got a bad bum knee over here. It needs to get replaced. But I'm making that. Who wants to wager against me? Are you betting against me? Is it cold out? What are we going?
It's probably like we got to probably be outside.
Okay.
Probably not on the lakefront, but maybe
a slight breeze.
If
I'm not into the wind, which might help actually because it gets a little higher, you know what? I'm making that. I'll put whatever you want on it. You take the other side of it?
Yeah, so what do we want to call it? I mean, I don't really ever want to bet against you necessarily, but for the sake of the show.
If I miss, then we have to donate that to said cause.
Yeah, we can. Yeah, how about we'll call it $100. $200? I don't know. What do you want to say?
Yeah, $100.
$100 to either Adam's charity of choice, Tony's charity of choice. So we'll call it 5 kicks from the 35.
Yeah.
So 45-yard field goal. We'll call the line. We'll split it down the middle. 2.5.
We'll go 3. I'm making 3 of those.
All right, yeah. So 3 and up. Adam picks my 100 where my 100 goes.
Deal.
2.5 or under. I pick it.
Bet we'll do it next week or sometime soon.
Yeah, and we'll get Charlie Brown to hold. no Charlie Brownsies.
I'm going off a tee. There's no snap, right? Or someone snapping.
I don't think we'll have maybe we'll have like a snap, but we'll get you we'll give you ideal conditions for the hold.
Ideal. Okay, cool.
Not off a tee. I don't think those guys even kick. Like I know when I was in high school, like they had like a little block.
Yeah.
And so I don't know if they use it anymore. I don't really see it in the NFL much. I don't know if it's illegal or if it's
like you get a snap on a field goal and they put it on a block.
Like
I never noticed that.
Yeah, in high school it'd be like a little square one, and like it'd just be like you catch it, bam, down. And I'm wondering if it's because like the groundskeeper maybe didn't cut the grass too often. I don't know. You can go off. I don't really have that block, so I guess you're going off the grass.
I might be able to make that left-footed. Now we're getting crazy.
For 2025, we'll be kicking left foot field goals. Maybe we'll get Pat McAfee up here from Indianapolis.
Maybe we get Yurko to hold the ball. He owes me a favor.
All right, that'd be maybe we'll get a couple more followers here. We get Yurk out here. We can get
He'll probably violate something in his contract.
Yeah. He'll be. We'll know what happens when it's the Yurko's working for the agency.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, yeah, you guys voided my contract. All right, so we got a little field goal wager coming up. We want Charlie Brown it. Anything else for the people?
No, I'd say just enjoy yourself. This is like, I think, one of the best holidays because it's a 2-dayer. And it always goes right into the weekend. So you literally got a 4, sometimes 5-day situation where you can just kick back, bring those stress levels down, and be with family. I think it's one of the best times of the year.
That's the biggest thing. Bring your stress levels down. Spend time with family. It's as we get a little older and a little more mature, I think we start to realize that sometimes families they're not there forever, and you got a minute to enjoy it. And seriously, if you got stress levels are high, the last thing you need to do is go sit out in front of Best Buy at 3 a.m. to get your kid a PS5.
Yeah, no, get a board game. Hang out.
We could talk about a Perri family tradition of playing Scrabble for money.
Really? You guys get into it?
Oh yeah, it's ultra competitive. $100 challenges in the dictionary.
Really? You could challenge someone on a word?
Yeah. Well, the problem is I have my brother and sister and my sister-in-law are all in the medical world, so they can come up with crazy words.
Oh, they just make up Latin words.
Well, yeah, but then you also have Tony Perri Jr. in this equation, who just makes up his own words.
True.
And a good way to hustle him for $100 is the word.
What
challenge.
is the ruling on that? Can you use a medical term? It's got to be in the dictionary.
Got to be we have a at my parents' house in the most parents that love the old school decor have the buffet over in the corner. We have a
Webster's
literally listed out as Perri Family Scrabble Dictionary.
And is it updated annually?
Oh no. We use like the 1992 version.
Perfect.
None of these no cap and floss.
Riz.
Yeah, no one's getting rizzed.
We had a Christmas, I think, a couple of years ago that Battleship got broken out, and lots of wagering happened. My brother-in-law lost quite a bit to Adam. I think my sister was pretty pissed, but the kids also learned a lesson that day.
How to play battle shots? So
No, we didn't do battle shots, but that's also a good one. I mean, no, they were like 15, 16. They knew better, but they wanted to come play Uncle Adam. And, you know, we're playing for $20 a game. They claimed they didn't have $20, but guess who knew what grandma gave them in their card? And then daddy won. And that's just a lesson, you know?
Hey.
Make them pay.
Make them pay up. The rent's due. All right, well, that's all we got there. You guys reach Adam at adamismyagent.com. You get me at applywithjr.com.
Come see us for some pies today.
Yeah, exactly. If you're in the region or in southwest suburbs, you want to come over to Beecher, 532 Gold Street, Beecher Amvets. Come have a bevy, have a pie, hang out, stay late, watch the band reset. They're pretty solid band.
Yeah, great band.
Have a great time. Kick back, relax. Don't take the Bears too seriously tomorrow. And I will post this too on the Rusty Putter page. But there's like 35 credit card companies that raised their credit card rates in September.
Wow.
Stay away from the crap on Friday. Don't overspend.
Yeah, don't overspend.
Yeah, let us rain on your parade. Don't overspend. Buy your kids a board game. Play Scrabble for money.
Let them play with the cardboard box.
And we'll see you guys on the field goal team ready.
Yeah, field goal team.
All right. You guys have a great holiday.
See ya.
I'm done. Cut the show.